Hello and welcome to this partner talk live at Secure Connections. Today we will talk about IoT, will objects pay soon? And with me today I have the pleasure to receive four wonderful people. So first of all, Gérald, hello and welcome. You're a Payment and Innovation Manager at Pole Consulting and you're here to talk about EESTEL. With us also Laurent-Ricard, welcome. You're an expert by the International Criminal Court. And also with us, David Robin, Director for France Word Consulting, and Pierre, Crégo, Founder and General Manager of Mercury Technologies. Welcome to the four of you. Well, Gérald, let's start maybe with an introduction of EESTEL.
Yes, with pleasure. EESTEL is an association, a non-profit organization, regrouping experts, the European experts in the secure electronic transaction. His aim is to contribute to promote and standardize the state of arts in this industry. It regroups currently almost 60 companies, representing several hundreds of people and several thousand of accumulated years of experience. EESTEL covers a large spectrum of activities from the security in all the area of the business. It regroups experts, technical experts, but also legal experts and also experts in the customer journey. It's based on several founding principles, especially for the active members to be independent of any financial or industrial group, to be able to provide expertise, but judgment on what happens and giving views on what is going in this business. And some of the activities of EESTEL is to provide white papers, to animate workshops and conferences, and also to provide trainings and consultancy.
Okay. And you're all here because you have an interest in IoT. So why is that?
Yes, as we are looking on the main trends in this market, we have seen that starting and almost well-started trend about IoT, and we have started to analyze it. And I will leave David to explain why we are so interested in it. But there are some main principles that we study that are really important to take into account.
Okay. David Robin, yes?
Okay, thank you. Well, IoT is nothing new in a way. Sorry. Yeah. As energy, transport, retail, logistic networks, all these markets integrate already strategy of IoT to optimize their internal processes, their cost, to do some predictive maintenance, new revenue sources. So infrastructures represent a use case already validated, even if the end user are not yet aware. From a more B2C point of view, while smartphone is eating the world, so the mass market is equipped already with a smartphone, with connected device. Contactless payment is another use case validated. But what is really new is that this is coming in our daily life, profoundly transform our habits. First, as already said, by making intelligent the networks, the infrastructures, and then with new devices, purely B2C. So you have heard a lot of watch, scales, home automations. So it can be objects that are controlled via an application. This is connected objects, apps plus connection. They can have screens or not, but anyway, we are really at the beginning of much more connected life with different stakes, such as data. Obviously, connecting data is nothing new, but the type of and the amount of data is amazing with the widespread use of sensors. This is about real-time logs, quantified self, personal data. So definitely the data is the essential point of value creation. Something that we are going to work on with EESTEL, and especially at the beginning of December during a workshop. So invite you to see our website on these topics. This is new business models, also new players. So for manufacturers, this is a totally different way of addressing their customer base. They were selling product, now they are selling services. So this is something interesting also to address. And this is new players. Obviously, everybody has heard of Withing, Nest, but probably the main change is about software, SaaS, platform, IoT gateway, and so on. And maybe the last point is about reliability. This is definitely something that we are going to talk about later on, but this is something really key. These objects are making decisions, they are buying, they are contributing in our health. So it cannot be an option. It has to work and in a very complex ecosystem. So all these stakes made us very important to EESTEL to work on IoT today.
And in this field of IoT, there's lots of subjects to tackle. But the first one really is it IoT connected objects. Is it, and the payment via those objects, is it as straightforward as it sounds?
Well, probably we are today reaching the first step of IoT, which is allowing us to control our home, our health, to be fitter. But finally, IoT will directly impact the payment industry by bringing new experience. We can see that our object will soon shop for us, make decisions for us. To me, one good example is Echo from Amazon, kind of personal assistant. That could be, this is not already an endpoint, but we can easily imagine that one day you arrive in your flat and the personal assistant recognizes this is you, knowing that this is the birthday of your brother, and asking you to buy a present for him. That's today possible, and so obviously there is a strong link between IoT and payment systems.
Okay, very good. And when we think about automated payments, it's as if almost that we remove the need of our people to instigate the payment. Is that right, or am I off track?
Okay.
Maybe, yeah? Maybe Pierre?
I can try, thank you. I can try to answer. But the most difficult things in IoT, in fact, we have to distinguish different IoT. Because, for example, if I take the business case of a watch, of this kind of product, in fact, this product is used more for professional application, and we can pay with this kind of product. We can also use another IoT, which is in fact a way to secure your Bitcoin. Why not? We have different business case, and when you are using, in fact, your mobile as a main interface, in fact, is a problem. In fact, is a problem. Why? Because we are in a non-environment secure, and we are destroying, in fact, the fact we are able to pay with this IoT. In fact, if you use the level of specification of the payment, you are in the right way to secure all IoT. In fact, the payment is in top, but is not a business case. The business case is the level of security of the architecture. The problem we have in our IoT, too many standards are now linked with the IoT, but there is no, at low level, security, enough security to ensure that you are the right people with the right IoT in the right location. The problem is there. When you do that, you are right location, right product, right people, you can make the transaction.
Okay. It doesn't necessarily mean that connected object, it means insecure. Insecure, okay.
We are for the time being, we are in an insecure world due to the fact the security level is not a must. But if you want to develop the market, if you are in a non-secure area, it will be possible to develop high real value in this way.
So in the field of security, we use...
just to
yes,
complete. Even if you use secured element, one of the concerns is how do you guarantee the whole chain? And for the payment, you have to be secured on the whole chain. Because here you have plenty of guys who propose very secured elements contributing to the security. And we need to secure the whole stuff.
Okay. We have lots of different secure elements. Some companies here are creating different tokens or HCE.
Yes.
Do you think these features will appear in IoT connected objects, or do we have to invent something else, or do we have to look for alternative solutions?
Really, we have the bricks. Today, the technology is there, but it's not adapted to the IoT environment. In fact, I think one of the announcements of the last coming months is the REM. REM is a big manufacturer of microprocessor. In fact, he announced a CPU with a trust zone, and it will be possible to build secure architecture with the microprocessor, including trust zone. In this case, you are sure we are the right IoT with the right people in the right location.
And this is the type of infrastructure that is required to accept payment from an IoT object?
As soon as we have secure the IoT, we have put what we name a secure element, or we put a trust zone in the central processing unit of the IoT. In this case, it's possible to make payment or to make strong electronic transaction.
Right. I'd like to hear your point of view, Eric, as an expert by the International Criminal Court. What about this subject, the security of...
I would talk about two subjects. One is security, that was evoked by Pierre. It's quite clear that with the new products that we have and the variety of products and sources, there are security issues. That for sure. So we have to construct, as was Gérald said, the whole chain of custody for the whole process. So that's one point. The other point is related to privacy. What I mean is that a lot of data, a lot of the information and personal information are stored on the IoT, mainly in the e-health environment. So you will get a lot of personal information that will be transferred to some location. You don't know where. You don't know how people would access this information at the location. So you have a lot of concern about that, especially in Europe. You have less concern in the US, of course, but anyway, it's beginning to be introduced, and people begin to be concerned. So if I may so, we have really two main points that the manufacturers should go on, which could be the security by design, that is becoming a fact, as we have seen, but also the privacy by design, which should be a goal for every manufacturer.
Okay. And we see here at CART many companies trying to enter and disrupt the payment market equilibrium. But does this extend that disruption even further, the IoT payment?
I think it's not only on the IoT payment environment, but also, as we talked about, on the e-health environment, on the ticketing system, or well, every kind of things like that. You have also in marketing, in the preferred card system, or any kind of marketing product that should use IoT to get the information. In all of these cases, the privacy model is a problem. Not always the security, but at least the privacy.
And can we go ahead? No, please.
Just coming back to the IoT, there are new players coming. Obviously, as everybody have heard about, I don't know, Sigfox. As it's not only about devices. This is about network also, and I was saying previously about SaaS platform. So you do need today maybe not pure players, but new players coming to provide such services. Another thing that could be interesting to see in the coming years is in such global ecosystem, are we going to see an ecosystem such as Apple, for example, meaning something like private or more interoperable as Google is building today?
Right. Well, that was my question. Indeed, was are we going to shall we expect more companies to come on the market and really try to disrupt this major payment system?
I would have something about the evolution of the blockchain,
right?
Which should be something in the near future. The blockchain is used in the Bitcoin environment to secure and to trust, to have a good traceability, not the with anonymity, but with a good traceability anyway. So the use of the blockchain to normal and current financial environment could be a solution to secure and enhance, and there will newcomers also in this environment, along with aggregators, banking aggregators, and things like that. So that's a little aside from the IoT, but it's also a real concern.
Okay. And what shall we expect in the very near future as developments around the IoT?
Personally, I think the lack of interoperability, the main problem is interoperability. Different IoT product is a main key issue. The second thing is we need at the international level specification, because if you have not common specification, we will never develop application, except we develop application in silo. But it's not the case. Business case is to open the market, because when we are developing a solution like a smart home or your smart car, in fact, if you want to open the doors of your room, of your flat or your car, you need interoperability in any case. It's a big lack. And the second thing is, as soon as we have developed solution, we need, in fact, to qualify, to approve, and to make conformance in relation with specification. I think it's new, it's a new market. It's not new in terms of object, but it's new in terms of interoperability. It's a big challenge.
Right. And maybe a word from you, Gérald.
Yes, that's one of the topics we are working on, and which will provide several work in the coming years. We have one workshop on the 1st of December for the people who will stay around Paris. It will take place in Paris. And there are some papers if you want to register to this workshop. We will go more in details and presenting the kinds of architecture that could be encountered, explaining some of the issues we have seen, and having some discussion with the participants on their thought about that. And we also have big actors that will participate. Most of them are present here, like Ingenico Group, Darty, Invoxia, and Trust Designer. So we think we have lots of work, and maybe next year we will talk again on this subject with a more mature presentation.
Thank you very much, the four of you, for being here today and talking about IoT with us. And I'll see you next for another exhibitor talk.